Whatever happened to Robot Jones? Well, Robot Jones was originally a human that was killed by his country of origin's government, and then they harvested his bones and they put him in a robot. There you go. There's Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, pretty much summed up for you. But anyway, I am ShinRobjira, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Movie Monster Series Heavy Arms Kiryu, or Mechagodzilla 3 reissued figure. And we'll also be taking a look at his tinier counterpart, the candy figure of Kiryu. Although I believe this is from Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, and this is from Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S. Yep. Nailed it! But anyway, I guess we'll take a look at the mini version of this figure first. Yabba dabba. Hey, you're cheating. I like cheaters. I don't know where that came from. Looking at Candy Kiryu over here, for a tiny figure, he is very well detailed. Obviously short on the paint because this is in fact just a candy figure. You're not really supposed to expect master grade work with these things. But for what he is pretty awesome. Sorry, I had to throw a little reference to Jobby in there somewhere. Sculpt at the head is pretty nice. We've got the red streaks on his cheeks. And of course we have a nice little head / neck swivel going on over here. It's a little, it gets stuck pretty easily. It's a little sticky. I meant the joint is sticky. The figure itself is not sticky. I'm not one of those people. Yes. He can go up and down at the arms on both sides. He's got a twist and turn at the waist. Okay, I've been watching a lot of Jobby the Hong. Give me a break. And he can move at the tail all the way around. Yay! There is no articulation in the legs. So for a tiny guy, he's got a lot of articulation and he looks pretty dang good. Also, not going to deny that I really, really love the blue paint on his mounted wrist cannons and back cannons over here. They look really, really nice and very, very shiny in the right light. For the most part, this is a very nice and aesthetically pleasing little figure. But what about Big Kiryu? Well, let's take a look. So here we have the Bandai Movie Monster Series of Kiryu. And, I mean, he's not one complete solid color, but he is mostly just a solid color. That's not to say that Bandai did a terrible job with the sculpt, because the sculpt is amazing, and I really like that we can actually see Kiryu's teeth here. But then you're going to get certain parts of the figure that is just going to make you scratch your head. Like right here, you can see that the pipes are painted, but over here, the pipes are not painted. Why? It's like that on both sides, and to be honest, like if you went through the trouble to paint the pipes on the front of the neck, why not just on the side as well? And as you can see right here, yes, the pipes are painted. Pipes, wires, whatever you want to call them. Here's another part of the figure that's just going to leave you scratching your head. They painted the front, but they didn't paint the back. Bandai. But on the front side of things, this figure does look very, very nice. So I guess we'll talk about articulation. He can go all the way around at the neck, head. He's got articulation in the arms. He's got articulation in both arms. He cannot spin at the waist like his little counterpart. He has no articulation in the legs, but he has articulation in the tail at a very weird angular curve. And the tail does look nice. It does have a lot of detail, you know, just crusted in there. Like, yeah, look at that. That's actually really, really nice, Bandai. Good on you. You spend all of this time crafting such magnificent detail, and you're not even doing yourself the favor of painting it. Like, look at that. Right there. Like, you didn't need to sculpt that into this figure, but you did, and it looks awesome, but you couldn't, like, you know, just maybe, like, get a little bit of paint in there or something, just to, you know, make it pop a little bit more. I didn't even realize this thing was on the figure until today! See what you're doing to yourself there, Bandai? It's on both sides. Yet again, a lot of really, really, really great detail. A lot of really, really great sculpting went into this figure. It just bums me out that it's like you used one shade of silver and a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red and a little bit of like whatever color you used for the wiring, the really dark brown, black, whatever you want to call it. Like this couldn't be a darker shade of silver. These couldn't be a darker shade of silver. These could have been yellow or something. Were they like that in the movie? I don't even freaking remember. It's like you went through the trouble of painting this, and that, and you turn the figure around and you're like, where's the rest of it? Jeez. Anyway, here's the front of Kiryu's tag. Mechagodzilla 2004. Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S. And then you got the dorsal plates over here cut out. And you see Mechagodzilla and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't hate this figure at all. No, far from it. It's just there's so many missed opportunities with this figure. Bandai could have done so much more. Like, a lot more. And they essentially just put out a silver-based figure with 3 different colors added onto him. That's it. And plus the candy figure has more points of articulation than he does. But that's just me. What do you think of Bandai Movie Monster Series Heavy Arms Kiryu or Mecha Godzilla 3 or Mecha Godzilla 2004? For a reissue, I definitely think this is one of the weaker ones. So much so that I would definitely say that the Bandai Movie Monsters Destroyer is better than this thing. And we all know how a lot of us feel about that. Maybe. Like, it's little details like this. He's got the ridges on his fingers and everything. It's all the same color. But when you look to the other arm, it's just normal fingers. I forget which hand or arm actually turns into the drill. I think it's actually this one. But there are details on this figure that are really, really good and really, really nice to have. It's just half of the time you don't even recognize that they're there. Anyway, yeah, I have been ShinRobjira. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all tomorrow with yet another episode of Rob's Godzilla Room Reviews. Till then, everybody, may Skronk be with you all. Have a lovely day, and forget about this figure. Got the candy figure. He's much better. Says the guy who just complained for nearly 5-6 minutes straight about having a single color for a paint job, and this guy is literally only 3 colors as well. ShinRobjira is a freaking hip-hop epitome.